Well, hi there, Internet. My name's Court, and you've got courtside seats for my review of Indiana Jones 5. Let's do it. Jungle Cruise is an action-adventure comedy from director Jaume Collet-Serra and Disney. The film stars Dwayne Johnson, Emily Blunt, Jesse Plemons, Jack Whitehall, Edgar Ramirez, Veronica Falcon, and Paul Giamatti. Based on Disneyland's theme park ride where a small riverboat takes a group of travelers through a jungle filled with dangerous animals and reptiles, but with a supernatural element. I didn't know much about this movie going in. I think I'd seen one trailer, and I thought it looked pretty dumb. But I like The Rock, I like Emily Blunt, I like adventure movies, so I went to see it. And I'll say this straight up, I enjoyed it quite a bit more than I thought I was going to. I had a decent amount of fun with it. Also, having never visited Disneyland and therefore having never ridden the ride, I'm sure there were a lot of jokes and references that went completely over my head, so just know that going into this review. One thing I found really rather odd was that the movie opens with Metallica in a Disney movie, an instrumental version of Nothing Else Matters. Weird. It comes into play later in the movie again, but that was cool because I like that song, so right on. Now let's talk about the cast. The Rock is doing what he does best here, being charismatic and charming and funny and enormous. He's also given a whole bunch of dad jokes to make, which made me laugh despite myself. Emily Blunt, really solid comic timing. I don't think I knew that about her. And she and The Rock have really good chemistry together. I enjoyed every moment they were on screen together. All their banter was great. I hated Jack Whitehall's character for the entire first act of the film. I found him absolutely insufferable. I'm pretty sure that's what they were going for, but I think it was supposed to be funny. I didn't find it funny, just annoying. That said, a little bit later in the movie, they do humanize the character a little bit more, and I got a little bit more on board. That was a boat pun that I did not intend. Paul Giamatti is fine in this. He's a little bit ridiculous, but he may have 5 minutes of screen time. And Jesse Plemons is ridiculously cartoony as one of the main villains. It was driving me crazy the whole movie. It was like super familiar to me. I couldn't put my finger on what he was doing. I finally figured it out, and I'd be willing to wager dollars to donuts, a phrase I do not understand, that he was straight up doing an impression of Christoph Waltz, and that worked for me. Now, I made the joke off the top about this being an Indiana Jones movie, and I stand by that. Particularly like the first act. Like, it's impossible not to see. There's a sort of action chase sequence really early on. It just reeked of Indy, even down to the humor and particularly down to the score. But I love Indiana Jones, so I chose to look at it as an homage rather than a ripoff. Because I'm an adult and I can make those decisions. The second half of the movie then completely pivots and straight up turns into a Pirates of the Caribbean knockoff. That didn't work so well for me, even though I liked the first Pirates movie. I had a lot of fun with the first half of this flick, but I found it got really kind of slow and pretty tedious in the back half. Like, I was definitely tuning out a little bit. I also can't fathom why this movie had to be 2 hours and 7 minutes long. Like, this flick is way too long. I'll also say that some of the animal CGI didn't look amazing. All that said though, I had more fun with this movie than I expected to. Yeah, it's totally ridiculous, but the pairing of Blunt and Johnson, it just made me happy. Would I suggest running out to see it in the theater right now or paying $30 to see it on Disney Plus with Premier Access? No, unless you're like dying to see it, but I think it's fine to just wait for it to be streaming on Disney Plus for free. But I do think it's enough fun that it's worth checking out. Now, I don't have a proprietary rating system as of yet, so I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna give Jungle Cruise. And I think I'm gonna give Jungle Cruise a
Wunderbar. That's a bingo!
Out of 10. So now I want to know, have you seen Jungle Cruise? What did you think about it? Do you in fact know what The Rock is cooking? Whatever your thoughts, hit the comments below. Let's discuss. If you enjoyed this review, please smash that like button and give it a share if you really enjoyed it. Just helps the video get out to more people, helps the channel grow. I appreciate it very much. And hey, why not take a second, do me a favor, click subscribe and ring that bell to subscribe to my channel for more movie reviews, entertainment news, trailer reactions, all that good stuff. Hope you guys are all safe and healthy. Thanks very much for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Take care.